saints can be together forever through Heavenly Father's plan. I always want to be with my own family, and the Lord has shown me how I can. The Lord has shown me how I can.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. I am Jordan Villarmino. This is my wife.
Mirna Villarmino.
We are the multi-state temple and family history consultants of the Philippines Tacloban Mission. We coordinate the temple and family history works of the states and district throughout the missions. Mayroon pong sinabi si President Russell M. Nelson tungkol po sa nangyayari sa atin ngayon. Sabi niya, while worshiping in the temple is presently not possible, I invite you to increase your participation in family history, including family history research and indexing. I promise that as you increase your time in temple and family history work, you will increase and improve your ability to hear Him. Ano pala ang indexing? Kasi yun po ang magiging focus ng training namin ngayong umaga. Ang indexing po, indexing makes the records of our ancestors freely searchable online. Indexing is vital to temple and family history work because it helps fuel the mind. Ibig sabihin po, pag wala po tayong in-index, wala po tayong isi-search online. Kaya ganun ka-importante at kahalaga ang indexing. Ang simbahan po, sa simbahan po, sa Temple of Family History Work, ay naglilibot po sa buong mundo para i-collect yung mga records. Birth certificates, marriage certificates, lahat po ng mga records na kailangan po ay kinukulik po yun ng simbahan po natin. Ngayon, dito sa Pilipinas po, ay napuntahan na rin po ang Pilipinas. At marami po tayong records. At yung mga records na yun ay pinipicturean po para po meron po tayong kinukulik po yun through pictures. At meron po tayo ngayon, pagkakaalam ko po ngayon na nakulik pong records natin sa simbahan ay aabot na po ng 12 billion. Pero ang pagkakaalam ko po, ang available po natin ngayon ay aabot pa lang sa 2 billion. Napakarami po ang kailangan po nating trabahuin at i-digitize po yung mga records na yun. Mangyayari lang po yun, masisearch lang po natin yun online kapag mag-index po tayo at i-review po natin yun. Kapag hindi po tayo mag-index, yung mga records po yun ay hindi magiging available or searchable online. Ngayon, ibibigay ko po sa aking misis kasi siya po ang magbibigay po sa atin ng kung paano po yung proseso at steps ng pag-i-index at pag-review ng mga records.
Indexing, brothers and sisters, is very important kasi kagaya nga ng sinabi ng asawa ko, wala tayong masisearch online kung wala tayong i-index. Sayang yung records na kinuha ng church natin all throughout the world kung walang gagawa noon. So ngayon, ang gagawin ko is to show you the steps on how to index the records. Here's how you're going to index. The first thing that you are going to do is to sign in to your church account or family search account. Hindi na po yan LDS account ang tawag. Church account na po o di kaya family search account. Once naka-sign in na po kayo, you click indexing. Then, go to web indexing. And then, itong blue, find batches, you have to click it. Once you are here, pipili na kayo ngayon kung aling records ang gusto nyong i-index. Pero we suggest Philippines. Syempre, Philippines ang i-index nyo. Then click index.
Okay, so ganito ang lalabas. Okay, our step 1 is to answer this question. Should this image be indexed? There are 3 choices po. Yes, no, duplicate image, no, no extractable data. For you to know what to answer, you have to click the field help, yung question mark po dito. At bago po yan, i-enlarge nyo muna yung image nyo dito para makahanap kayo or makapili kayo kung ano ang isasagot nyo. Enlarge nyo po yan. Okay. Ganyan. Now, click the field help, the question mark in violet circle. Okay, basahin nyo to. Sabi dito, review the project instructions to determine if this image should be indexed and choose one of the available options. What are the options here? The first option is yes. If this image shows the type of records indexed in this project, leave the answer as yes. Ibig sabihin, if the image contains information related to the project, then you have to click yes. Our project is about marriage. Ang information dyan ay related to marriage, so you have to click yes. Next option. There are 2 reasons why you will choose no extractable data for your answer. The first reason is, if the image does not have information related to the project, then you have to click this option. Ibig sabihin, the project is about marriage at yung lumabas dyan na information is about birth or about death, then you have to choose this no extractable data. And the second reason is, if all the information on the image are completely unreadable due to poor image quality, then you have to click this also. Ibig sabihin, hindi nyo talaga mabasa, wala kayong mabasa. Pero pag meron pa kayong nababasa, wag nyo pong i-click ito. And the third option is, no duplicate image. Paano nyo yan i-click? Bakit nyo yan pipiliin? If this image is an exact duplicate of an earlier image in the same batch, you have to select that. Meaning, this image is a photo duplicate of the previous batch. Pero kung hindi siya photo duplicate, do not choose this field. Okay. So, for this image, we will choose yes. If you already have an answer, you're going to click next image. And then check the image. Kung ang i-answer mo ay yes, no duplicate image, or no extractable data. For this image, we will answer yes. Then click next image. Our answer is also yes. Click next image. Then click next image. Okay. Pag nandito na kayo, before you enter any information, refer to the field help for instructions. Saan yung field help natin? The question mark in violet circle. Click natin yan. Okay. The instruction says, type the given names as they were written. So, kung ano yung nakasulat dyan, yun lang ang itatype natin. Do not correct misspellings or expanded abbreviations. Hindi po tayo magko-correct ng spelling at hindi po natin i-expand ang abbreviations. For example, Maria. Maria is written in MA. So, MA lang ang i-enter natin. Hindi pwede yung buong word na Maria. Another, do not include titles or terms such as Mr. or Senior with the name. So, hindi po pwedeng isali ang Mr. or Senior. The given names may be written either before or after the surname. Be sure to type the names in the correct fields in the data entry area. If you cannot determine if the name is a given name or a surname, type it in this field, meaning in the given names field. Halimbawa, Chinese. Usually sa mga Chinese, nauuna ang surname kaysa sa given name. So, isusulat mo ang first doon sa surname at ang second doon sa given name. Pero kung hindi ka sure if it's a given name or a surname, you have to type it sa given name. If given names were not recorded or were written as a variation of the word unknown, press Ctrl B to mark this field blank. So, kung walang information na nakasulat dyan, do not write anything, mark it blank by pressing Ctrl B. Another, if you have difficulty reading the name, you have to click or move to the middle part of the image. Kasi usually, ang pangalan ng lalaki at babae, nakasulat yan sa image 3 times. Dito sa taas, dito sa gitna, at saka sa signatory part. So, if you cannot read the name, check this or check mo sa middle part at saka sa signatory part. Now, if you found out that there are variations in spelling, you use or. For example, dito ang nakasulat ay Ricardo. Example, ang pangalan niya dyan ay Ricardo, so you have to type Ricardo. Tiningnan mo sa baba, iba ang spelling. Example lang ha, ibang spelling ng Ricardo niya. Ang spelling ng Ricardo niya, instead of R-I is R-E. So, you will just write there or, then i-type mo yung isang pangalan na R-E, Ricardo. So, you will use or. Ganon. Pero, kung same spelling naman, enter mo lang kung ano yung nakasulat. Next. If you are unable to read one letter or number, use a question mark to replace the unreadable letter or number. Example, Ricardo. Pangalan niya ay Ricardo. Hindi mo mabasa kung anong letter after letter C. So, you will replace that letter, that unreadable letter with question mark. And then, i-type mo yung ibang letters na nababasa mo. So, it will look like that. What if 2 or 3 letters are unreadable? What will you do? If 2 or 3 letters are unreadable, you have to replace the unreadable letters with an asterisk. Asterisk, ganyan. Tapos, isusulat mo din kung or yung mga letters na kaya mo pang basahin. Letter or letters na kaya mo pang basahin. So, it will look like that. Ngayon, kung hindi tinatanggap ng system ang question mark or asterisk, you have to mark it unreadable by pressing Ctrl U. Ganyan. Ctrl U. So, pag prines mo ang Ctrl U, yan ang lalabas. What if the given name is not given? Blanco siya. Ano ang gagawin mo? Mark it blank by pressing Ctrl B. So, ayan. Blank siya. Pero in this case, hindi siya blanco. Readable siya. So, enter the correct name. Ricardo. Okay. Husband, surname. Let's now go to the surname. Again, before you type in the surname, i-click mo yung field help. Or, balik muna tayo sa given name. If there is, or if the middle initial or the middle name is given, you have to type it dito sa given name. Example, si Ricardo, may nakasulat na given name na Mercado. You will write Ricardo Mercado, or you will type Ricardo Mercado. So, ganyan. Pero if there is no middle name given, of course, do not type it there. Do not enter it there. Let's now go to the surname. Again, before entering or before typing, you click the field help. It says here, type the surnames as they were written. Do not correct misspellings or expand abbreviations. Hindi tayo po pwedeng mag-correct ng spelling. Kung anong nakasulat dyan, yun lang. The surname may be written either before or after the given names. Be sure to type the names in the correct fields just like doon sa given name. And then, if the surname were not recorded or were written as a variation of the word unknown, press Ctrl B. So, same lang yung rule nila. In addition, do not assume the surname of the individual based on the surname of someone else, such as a parent or a spouse. Example, walang nakalagay na surname for Ricardo. So, you are not going, pero ang tatay niya ay merong surname. Hindi mo po pwedeng kopyahin ang surname ng tatay niya. Bawal po yun. Ang gagawin mo na lang dyan, leave it blank by pressing Ctrl B. Hindi ka po pwedeng mag-assume ng surname. Hindi mo po pwedeng gamitin ang surname ng tatay niya. But in this case, meron siyang surname na nakalagay, so we have to type De Jesus. Okay. Then, age. Click the field help again. It says here, type the age in years. If fractions of years were recorded, round down to the nearest full year. Ito nakasulat dito, 25 years and 4 months. So, ang isusulat mo lang dito, itatype mo lang dito is, hindi pala 25, 23. Tatype mo dyan ay 23. It says here pa, do not type age ranges or non-specific ages such as 21 years of age or over or of legal age. Hindi nyo itatype yon. If an age was recorded as an approximate number such as age 24 at next birth, about 24, near 24, or close to 24, type only the number, meaning you will only type 24. Do not calculate the age from other information on the document. For example, the age is not given, pero nandyan yung birthday niya at saka yung marriage date. Hindi mo po pwedeng i-calculate yon, na ima-minus mo yung marriage year at saka sa birth year niya to get the age. Bawal po yun. So, if it's blank, leave it blank. If the age was not recorded or was written as a variation of the word unknown, press Ctrl B to mark this field blank. Again, if the age is not given, you have to mark it blank by pressing Ctrl B. Pero dito, meron tayong age, so we have to enter the age as 23. Husband's father's given name. Here. Click the field help. It says here, type the given names as they were written. Do not correct misspellings or expanded abbreviation. Parehas din lang. Do not include titles or terms such as Mr. or Senior with the name. Hindi natin po pwedeng lagyan ng Mr. or Senior. Okay. The given names may be written either before or after the surname. So parehas lang yung kanina. We have to follow it the same. In this case, nakalagay yung klarong-klaro yung pangalan ng tatay. So we have to enter Francisco. Francisco, the husband's surname. Ang rule dito ay the same pa rin sa una. Follow lang natin. Ang family name ni Francisco ay De Jesus din. Okay, De Jesus. Again, kung walang nakasulat na apelyido si Francisco, hindi mo po pwedeng gamitin ang apelyido ng kanyang anak. We should not assume the surname of an individual. Kung walang nakasulat, press Ctrl B to mark it blank. Let's now go to the husband's mother's given name. The same rules apply here. So, ang pangalan ng nanay niya ay Lucia. So, type Lucia. The apelyido is Laksamana. Laksamana. Okay. Then, we'll go to now the wife's given name. Ito, medyo nahirapan akong i-identify whether the letter after N is O or E. So, i-check ko siya sa gitna. Odonelia or ito medyo klaro-klaro ata na isya. Check ko din sa baba. Sa baba, it's Odonelia. Klarado sa baba that the letter after N is E, not O. So, that's what I am going to type here. Odonelia. Again, pag hindi klaro ang first sa taas, pumunta ka sa gitna or pumunta ka sa signatory part. Odonelia Munoz. Munoz. M-U. Sa keyboard natin ay walang NY. Paano mo isusulat ang NY? You go to the icon above. Meron dyan, this one is this one is NY, international characters. You have to click that one. Scroll down, hanapin mo yung NY. And then you click NY. Ayan na. Ayun na siya. And then Munoz. O-Z. For the age, balikan natin yung age. Hindi na natin babasahin yung field health kasi parehas lang yung rule kanina. 23 years and 4 months, 23 lang ang isusulat. 23 lang po ang isusulat. And then for the wife's father, hanapin natin ang tatay niya, Nicanor. Enter. Munoz, click mo na lang yan. For the wife's mother's given name, it's Francisca. Francisca Supan. So, type mo lang. Let's now go to the marriage month. Before you answer this one or before you enter any information, click the field help for the instructions. It says here, type the first 3 letters of the month in the English and choose from the drop-down list, January, etc. Hindi buong spelling ng month. 3 letters only. And then, when the month was written as a number, choose the corresponding month from the drop-down list. For example, the month 12 would be indexed as Dec, meaning December. Saan nyo makikita yung marriage? Dito sa baba. It's here. Place, a date of marriage. It's May. So, enter May. Enter May. And then for the marriage date, click again the field help. Type 1 or 2-digit number for the day. Do not include 0 written at the beginning of a number. For example, 03 would be typed as 3 only. If the day was not recorded or was written as a variation of the word unknown, again, mark it blank by pressing Ctrl B. So the day here is 20. For the year, for the marriage year, click the field help again. It says here, type the 4-digit number for the year. If only a 2-digit number was recorded, you can sometimes determine the first 2 digits of the 4-digit year from the other information such as the project dates or other contextual information on the image. If the year was not recorded or if you cannot determine the 4-digit year, press Ctrl B to mark this field blank. So in here, the year is 1953. 1953. Okay. Enter 1953. For the registration year, it is usually found below, right above the signatory part of the wife or the husband. So it's here, or you click the field help. Type the 4-digit number for the year. If only 2-digit number was recorded, you can sometimes determine the first 2 digits of the 4-digit from the other information. The registration year was usually written at the bottom of the page in the paragraph above the signatures of the husband and wife or by the name of the witnesses. Do not confuse the registration year with other dates such as the license or marriage year. The registration date will be later than the marriage date, but it may be in the same year. So ito, the same year sila. So you will have to type 1953. If you are done answering this one or entering the information sa registration year, you're going to click next image. And you will do the same thing. So,
Ganun lang po kadali ang mag-indexing. Pupopyahin nyo lang kung ano ang nasa image. Ngayon naman ay pupunta tayo on how to do the reviewing. Usually, magiging reviewer ka if you have already indexed 1,000 records. Pero, based sa bago ngayon, you can be a reviewer kahit 200 Philippine records lang ang na-index mo as long as magre-register ka.
okay. Again, sign in to your account. Do the same process. Sign in to your account. Now, I'm going to show you the steps on how to do reviewing of records. Actually, this is easier than indexing. The first thing that you are going to do is, again, sign into your account. Click indexing. Go to web indexing. And then, click find batches. Find batches. Dito tayo magre-review sa Philippines. Click mo yung review. Okay. You have to do the same. You will answer this field. Should this image be indexed? Tingnan mo kung kailangan ba siyang i-index. Okay, the answer is yes. Then click next image. Tingnan mo. The answer is yes. You check it. Then click next image. Readable man siya. The answer is yes. You check here. And then next image. Okay. So ngayon, i-check mo lang kung ang in-enter niyang data ay tama o hindi. Tama ba ang spelling? Okay. It says here Fred. Fred is correct. You check it. It's Apigo. It's correct. Just check it. The age is 25. Check. Father Tiborcio. Tiborcio, tama. Apigo, tama. You just check it. And then, the mother is Dolores. It's correct. Rivera. It's correct. Ang pangalan ng asawa ay Norma. It's correct. The family name of the wife is Madaryaga. Madaryaga, it's also correct. The age is 20. So, kung tama ang sagot, tama ang in-index niya, you just mark it, check. Ang tatay ay Valeriano, check. Madaryaga. Madaryaga, check. And then, ang asawa, Esperanza. Esperanza, check. Barakaw, check. Marriage day, check. 10 March, correctly written, check. 1976, check. And then, for the registration year, it's also 1976, mark it, check. So, ayan. And then, you go to the next image. What if may mali? Ano ang gagawin natin kung may mali? Kung may mali, example, tama siya. Pero gusto ko ipakita sa inyo anong gagawin nyo kung may mali. Let's say that the spelling of Juvencio is J-U. So you will just correct this. Change O to U. And then, click here. Click the square here. Sabi dito, revert to original text. This will erase data you currently have in this field and replace it with Juvencio. So, hindi nyo i-click-click ang revert, i-click-click nyo ang cancel. Ibig sabihin, kinorek nyo ang spelling kasi mali ang spelling niya ng pangalan. So, yon. So, do the same thing. So, see, ganun lang kadali ang mag-review.
Brothers and sisters, indexing is very important. I am so much grateful for this at church. Kasi, ang family ng mga kapatid ng lola ko ay nakuha ko lahat sa indexing. As in, I'm just so happy for this. I know that the Lord is gathering His children on both sides of the veil. So we can participate in that gathering by doing this indexing. I know all these things to be true in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Ako rin po, gusto ko rin po magpatotoo kung gaano mahalaga itong trabaho na ito, itong indexing. Meron